हाँ जी सबसक्राइब करो पंजाबी रील बने कंठे नूं थोड़ी भावना जी नाल दबो तां जो कोई भी वीडियो रह ना जावे मालको। फैक्ट्स करो भी फैक्ट्स कहते शहर आंदे दसो हुण मैं क्या चलो कर लीजिए फिर अगे भी आप काफ़ी सारे किते चलो होर भी कर लेंगे चलो यार कोई गल। व्हाट्सअप पीपल द जी साडे चैनल जिन्ना मैं पंजाबी रील मैं तुहाडा दोस्त रमीत सिंह। गाइस मित्र प्यारे की हाल चाल ने तुहाडे सब ठीक ठाक हो भाजी? मैं भी बहुत वधिया थैंक्स फॉर आस्किंग। सो हमने बहुत सारे जो आपके सिटीज़ हैं पाकिस्तान की उनका रिएक्शन किया है, उनके बारे में हमने नॉलेज ली और आपके साथ कुछ डिस्कशंस की हैं। रिसेंटली हमने इस्लामाबाद, कराची, लाहौर इनका जो फैक्ट्स हैं इनके वो देखे थे और आज हम करने वाले हैं कराची का ही, लेकिन इसमें कुछ और इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी। जो हमने इन्फॉर्मेशन ली थी उसमें कुछ डीप इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी। सो इसका जो पार्ट 2 है FTD फैक्ट्स का वो आज हम देखने वाले हैं। तो गाइस आपने चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया? सब्सक्राइब कर दो भाजी, क्यों नहीं किया? फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कर दो और उसके साथ में बना हुआ एक बेल आइकन उसको धार्मिक से ओके दबा जरूर देना आप ताकि जो कोई भी वीडियो है जो मेरी मिस मत कर पाओ। ये था सही वर्ड, यस। चलो विदाउट वेस्टिंग द टाइम भाजी हियर वी गो।
So let's start off by saying that Karachi is an extremely important city, not just for its size nor for its people, but its trade, as Karachi is home to two major seaports in all of Pakistan. These are the Port of Karachi and the Port bin Qasim. And between the two of these ports, they handle over 90% of the trade in Pakistan. If these things were to go down, Pakistan would be screwed. Port of Karachi being the biggest, handling
That's great, Paji.
Handling over 25 to 60 million metric tons a year. She opened in 1857 and the two of them are considered deep water ports, capable of bringing in ships up to 75,000 tons. Now Karachi is also home to the most important airport in all of Pakistan. The Jinnah International Airport, known after the father of Pakistan, is Pakistan's busiest airport. And out of 55,461 aircraft movements between 2015 and 2016, the airport saw 6,196,903 people. And right now, at this time, the airport can handle up to 15 flights per hour.
Data पतंदर बड़ा कैंड इकट्ठा कर दे जी।
Being a major hub for the American Air Force. And during the 1940s, the airport was retrofitted to have a hangar that could house one of the biggest airships, the British R-101. And just so you know, at the time, only 3 airports in the entire world could handle this airship because of its size. Unfortunately, this beast never came to the airport, and the hangar was so big that it was considered a monument until it was deconstructed in the 1960s. And considering we're talking about trade, we gotta talk about GDP when it comes to Karachi, because this city alone generates up to 20% of the GDP of the entire country of Pakistan. And when it comes to its workforce, sources say that 70% of the workforce are part of informal economy, which means they may not be taxed and are not really under the eye of the government. So I guess that's like private sort of businesses, right? And of course, the workforce and citizens of Karachi are made up of a multicultural diversity. For example, the city has about 2 million people that are considered Bangladeshi immigrants, 1 million are considered Afghan immigrants, and about 40,000 have migrated from places like Myanmar and other countries.
सही है यार, सब तरह के लोग उठे रहते हैं।
Even to the last couple of years, Karachi has been known to be a very dangerous place to live. It had a very bad reputation for crime, and in 2014 it was listed as the 6th
That's negative point
on the planet. And the highest recorded amounts of deaths from crime was in 2013 with a total of 3,251. However, in 2015, the deaths dropped by 70% from 2013. And by 2016, it was dropped to the 31st most dangerous city on the planet. And this is all due to anti-crime acts where there's stepped up surveillance and police forces within the city. Now, to step away from crime, let's jump back into some of the really positive things about Karachi. For example, it is home to some of the nicest beaches in the country. The best are Clifton Beach, and of course there's Hawke's Bay Drive, which is a road along a beach that is filled with a lot of cool beach huts and an amazing place to swim. It sits between French Beach and Mandora Beach, but one of the really cool places is Paradise Point, which has a natural rock feature which is not just but it's also really beautiful to see. And while we're at it, considering we're talking about the most amazing places near water, we should also mention bridges, as it's also got the country's longest bridge. This
longest bridge.
Spanning 16,000 feet. And
what?
This 6-lane highway came into service on February 4th of 2009, costing approximately 14 billion US dollars, or also got really important structures and buildings. And one of those is Pakistan's very first stock exchange, which was established in Karachi on September 18th, 1947. And at one point, this was the largest stock exchange in all of South Asia. And in 2015, it was listed as one of the top 10 stock exchanges in the entire world. And from 2009 to that year, it was listed as the best stock exchange in the world when it came to performance. And this stock market sits around one of the most important roads in all of Pakistan. It is II Chandragarh Road, which is the financial hub of the city and is considered Pakistan's Wall Street. This street also had the Habib Bank Plaza, which was built in 1963 and the tallest building in the country until about 2005. And of course, this road is named after the 6th Prime Minister of Pakistan. Now, with Pakistan being a great city that has a lot of important structures when it comes to money, it's also got to have a lot of important structures when it comes to history. Wow. And what I want to mention is the Pakistan Air Force Museum. It is the only one of its kind in the country that showcases aircraft from past to present. And one of its major features is the Vickers Viking aircraft, which is one of 6 that are currently on display in the entire world. But as for this particular model, Viking 1B J750, it is the only one of its kind on display in the entire world.
Publicly open hai.
The reason it's important, it's also important because it's the personal aircraft of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who is the father of Pakistan. And that's supposed to show you that the people the people of Pakistan are great people at preserving their culture and their own story. And it's not just their history, but it's also their future as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Dave Walpole.
Okay.
As always, it's great
We have done. So ये थी पाजी वीडियो। आज हमने काफ़ी कुछ इसमें देखा। जो हमने पहले कराची की वीडियो देखी थी उसमें जो इन्फॉर्मेशन थी, आज उन्हीं के बारे में थोड़ा डीप में इन्फॉर्मेशन है। जैसे वो जिन्ना एयरपोर्ट है, बिल्डिंग्स हैं, स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं और फूड्स वगैरह के आज फूड नहीं था यार भाई, इसमें फूड का क्यों नहीं बताया इसने। कराची में तो मैंने सुना बहुत अच्छा फूड है, पिछली वीडियो में भी इसने बताया। चलो वो हम कहीं और से फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे। पूरे पाकिस्तान में जो कि 2 मेजर सी पोर्ट्स हैं जो पूरे पाकिस्तान का ट्रेड संभालते हैं। ये जान के अच्छा लगा कि कराची में सभी धर्मों के कह लो, जहाँ फिर सभी नेशंस के लोग वहाँ पे रहते हैं। जैसे बांग्लादेशी हो गए, म्यांमार हो गए और कौन थे भाई, अफगानी थे भाई। तो सभी तरह के रहते हैं, तो ये एक अच्छी बात है। Karachi is the 6th most dangerous city in the Pakistan. In the Pakistan or in the whole world? I think I'm missing it. चलो ये तो नेगेटिव बात होगी। अब बात करते हैं इसके पॉजिटिव थिंग्स के बारे में। पॉजिटिव थिंग्स भी बहुत है भाजी। इसमें जो एक ब्रिज दिखाया गया है, कितना बहुत ही लॉन्ग ब्रिज है, जो कि आई थिंक पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा ब्रिज है। उसका जो खर्चा है वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा है, उसको संभालना, उसकी जो लास्ट मेंटेनेंस हुई थी वो भी उसने फिगर से बताए और वो काफ़ी बिग नंबर थे। स्टॉक मार्केट की हिस्ट्री भी काफ़ी अच्छी है और काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग रही है और अभी तक का जो एक्चुअल जो अभी रियल में चल रहा है वो भी काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है। जो उन्होंने वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाया हुआ है वो भी मस्त है भाई लोग। और वहाँ का जो एक एयरफोर्स म्यूज़ियम है वो मुझे सबसे अच्छा लगा आज का, क्योंकि मैंने पहली बार ये चीज़ देखी है कि एयरक्राफ्ट का जो म्यूज़ियम बनाया गया हो। मैंने किसी और कंट्री का आई थिंक अभी तक नहीं देखा, शायद हो लेकिन मेरी नॉलेज में नहीं है। तो ये मुझे एक फैक्ट जो आज का सबसे बढ़िया लगा। आपको कौन सा फैक्ट आज का बढ़िया लगा मुझे नीचे कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताना। तो कैसी लगी आज की वीडियो मुझे नीचे कमेंट करके ये भी बताना। और #PR लेके अपनी कोई भी कमेंट और सजेशन आप दे सकते हो। #PR लेके ही आप अपनी कोई भी रिक्वेस्ट है जो वो मुझे बता सकते हो। और मैं आपको मिलता रहूँगा ऐसे ही नई नई वीडियो के साथ। सोशल मीडिया हैंडल पर आप मुझे फॉलो कर लो। ये रही मेरी स्नैपचैट ID। हाँ जी भाजी, यही जड़ी जो ने सामने आई सी। मिलते हूँ किसी और वीडियो के साथ, तब तक आप रखना अपना ख्याल। सत श्री अकाल ते चक्की रखो इदां ही काम।